Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. More Star Cup action is upon us once again for another weekly installment. This is round 3 of the second season here that we are glad to be taking part of. And we have arrived to Spain, the classic test track, or at least it used to be that role, in Catalunya. Very, very excited to this one for this one. Lots of tricky corners to navigate tonight, and lots of excited and motivated drivers to do so. Chenzo, welcome as always to the broadcast. How are you doing tonight, and what do we have in store for us around this very famous circuit?
Yo, yo. Well, we have one of the all-time classics, not just in the Mushroom Cup, but I guess in F1. But we have a good mix of, I guess, like slow speed, medium speed, and high speed corners, which is why it's a good testing venue in real life. Uh, but I believe, I haven't raced here in a while, but I believe there is a bit of a challenge in trying to preserve those tires and make them last for a one stopper. So I think that's going to be one of the main challenges today. But we'll see. We'll see how they go. Hugh, I think, is about to start a fast lap. So he was on pole last time, or at least for the sprint race in Miami, I believe. Keep an eye on him.
Yeah, we were checking in with you there as he started his first lap now through the first 2 turns, now through the winding turn 3 that seems to last forever. But he's here again looking to qualify well. We did see him do that the last time out in Miami. Unfortunately, he did not stick around for the entire event. I think if he did, it would have really picked things up a little bit. But he is here again, looking to set the pace and hopefully get near the top. We will see if the pace translates to this track. I imagine it will. He looks like he's got a great lap going so far. Now through the very dangerous and high-speed turn 9, one of my favorite corners in all of motorsport, and I'm sure if you actually ever really did that corner in real life, it would be absolutely terrifying. The uphill blind right-hander carrying the speeds these guys are doing. But for now, in the virtual realm, Hugh is looking to follow up to JJ or Sidsnot's first lap of the day with a 13.9. I imagine that's going to be beaten pretty quickly here. Hugh now up to a 13.5. So JJ or Sidsnot
Nice.
pretty close to Hugh. That's actually closer than I thought. And then BRZ right behind does move that benchmark just a little bit higher to a 13.4.
So that's pretty close already. Good lap from BRZ. I just want to mention in real life that corner you were talking about, turn 9. That's where Pierre Gasly and Heikki Kovalainen have had major shunts in the past.
Yeah, absolutely legendary, that one. And usually legendary means some degree of danger is associated with it. Now, speaking of danger, we're watching Highway Warrior finish off his lap in the Aston Martin here. And going through the relatively new Sector 3, of course, it's only a couple years old now, and I gotta say, it's just such a big improvement. And speaking of a big improvement, look at Highway into the 12s with a 112.5, almost a second above BRZ right now. So I'm sure there's some track evolution, but that was a mega lap from Highway. So we'll see if anyone can follow up to that. And then just speaking of the drivers tonight, we do have H&P Hooligans here again. So he's here in the Williams, looking to make a statement as always. Let's see if he qualifies near the front. I believe he'll give that a shot today, as well as Ali Mo returning, and then of course Jordan. There's Jay Jackin up there with a 112.9, very nice. But we have Jordan Two-Wavy as well, yet to set a lap time, but he is our championship leader. For now, though, let's see what Hooligans gets up to on this first hot lap here. And yeah, just want to carry the speed through here. A little bit conservative with the track. Just wants to set a benchmark time, I believe. Get things underway. There's plenty of margins to find as the qualifying session goes on here. But he's looking smooth now through this first sector. Wants to be careful not to get on the grass. We have Snake and Beans out of the session. A
Oh,
big shunt coming up. We might see his car on
right
the
ahead.
left. Maybe.
Right ahead. Now it
No, it's
cleared.
disappeared, but it happened right in this very set of corners. Turns 7 and 8, very difficult to keep the rear end planted. Bit of movement there with HMP, but he's got it all locked down, and now heading towards turn 10. Wants to carry the speed and kind of hook the car to the left. Aston Martin there gets out of the way. He's got a purple sector too. Let's see if he finishes it off. Lots of battery as well. Does he use it? Yes, he does. He's going to really maximize this one and get close to Highway Warrior, closer than anyone so far, but still behind him by just under 2/10. Highway with a mega lap.
It's the Aston Martins, but you know, I was talking to Highway right before qualifying started. He was feeling pretty good about his setup. He was feeling really comfortable in like the race pace and practice. So, you know, clearly got the pace. Hopefully he might be able to turn this into a win, eh?
Yeah, if he can sustain that and have a clean race put together, which of course is another thing entirely. But if he can, he's off to the right start. If he can keep that momentum going, he's got some really good pace that he can use to his advantage later on. Looks like Ali Mo, with his usual connection issues, has left the session. But hopefully he's back in soon. We're watching XM right now on his hot lap, I believe, in the V-Carb. Another kind of reserve comes from time to time, looking to fill in tonight, make a mark, make a statement. Oh, a little bit of a moment there. Hello to all the viewers and all of our usual fans of all the various drivers. Happy to be here as always. Thank you for tuning in and sending your messages in the chat. Keep it up. I can't quite get all of them sometimes. The action does not allow us to do so, but we appreciate the energy you guys bring. Anyway, XM now looking to finish off his hot lap now into Sector 3. Looking to improve off of the 38.4 he set, which is pretty slow. I imagine there was some moment or maybe just a decision to go slowly on that first timed lap, but here he is now looking to finish things off. And gets up to P9. Yeah, and I think, the battery did get to him there. Was kind of low. Ali Mo's back in. Let's see what Jordan does. Jordan, championship leader now in the McLaren. Purple Sector 1 so far. Looking good. Oh, I hit the wrong button. My bad. There we go. Ali Mo, oh no. Hopefully he can get back in. Oh, and Jordan, oh man, he has a moment there. I think his lap is over in terms of setting a competitive time.
Looks like it'll still allow him to set it officially, but yeah, it's going to be a slow lap time.
Yeah, that was a kind of a corner cut, so either way, it's not going to be a lap he's going to want to keep. Definitely looking to improve from here. What's going on, Isasko? Always good to hear from you, my brother. Very nice to see you in attendance. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope your family's doing well. And that goes to all the chat. Jordan now, despite cutting the corner, in my opinion, gets up to P7. Not bad at all.
Shout out to Isasko.
Yes. We love it. The international viewership. Want to be seen on every continent of the world. Simultaneously, that's our goal. Eventually. But now, speaking of eventually, let's see if 83 can kind of pick things up here. He's had a few tough races. Hasn't quite made the mark that I know he can make. Again, as I've mentioned before, he's not the biggest fan of this game, so the motivation probably isn't quite there, but I'm happy to see him here either way. He's in the Haas. Highway improves things even further to a 12-2.
He is flying.
Just going to see if 83 can put this lap together now, going up that turn 9, opening the DRS. Heading into Sector 3 now, into turn 10. Wants to swoop across the track, use all of it, but you don't want to get too stuck to the right side there, or you will lose some time. Smooth lines through the last couple corners here. And he's into the pit lane. I failed to realize he already set a lap. That's on me. But it was a nice lap either way.
Jordan is on a hot lap, I believe.
There we go. Let's get back to Jordan.
He's about to go purple sector. No purple sector, but he's faster than his previous lap.
That's kind of strange considering I believe he had the first purple sector, but maybe Highway has beaten that now. We will see. But now Jordan wants to keep things clean. This is where it all kind of went apart on the hot lap. He has a much better run through there now, carrying the speed through 9. Don't want to go over the track limits as well.
Brakes late. Kind of got on the curve a little too much there.
And now he's trying to keep the car to the inside, fighting that understeer a little bit, but that's what all the cars do around this track. It's very difficult to find the correct balance. He's now through the final couple turns here, and he does improve, but it's nowhere near where we're expecting from him. He's only into P7 for now, which is where he was before. And then DRS Maestro and XOD as well, setting very good lap times, now getting up to P2 and 3 respectively.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's on Jordan's on used tires. But
yes.
Look how close the gap is from P2 to P8.
Yeah,
actually,
very,
P9.
very competitive.
Yeah, P9.
Now, Alimo, Isasko's brother, is looking to get a good lap in here. He has a purple sector too, according to the minimap. Let's see where he will end up. He's definitely capable of scoring some good points in this McLaren.
Oh, but he's out of battery.
So out of juice at the line. Does that cost him? He's going to move up to just P12 for now, a 13.6. I think he can definitely improve on that if he does save the battery a little bit more. Jordan's heading into the pit lane. Jay, I believe, is on a hot lap. I saw him using the overtake there. He's got a Ferrari in front.
Purple sector 2.
Now, carrying the speed. You want to go pretty much flat out through this final turn. Maybe a little bit of lift from time to time. Jay Jacken follows up to his teammate, and the Aston Martins are looking very strong so far, as we saw in Bahrain, as well as Miami. They're consistently getting these hot laps done as a team. That's putting them up towards the top of the grid, so that's looking good for them. Hopefully they can have a bit cleaner of a race than those two races, and we'll see them get into this championship as well. They're definitely up there with the Ferraris, who are struggling a little bit tonight, has to be said. BRZN Bags is a race winner, but right now he's struggling to get to where he normally is. He hasn't validated through that very corner, so that lap is no bueno. And then T-Bone, what's he up to in the Mercedes? Let's find out. Is he going to go on his hot lap here? He's got the battery off. Maybe one more lap to do.
Yeah, warm-up lap. So
yeah, he's definitely lifting there.
This will be a warm-up lap, but I imagine when he sets the lap next lap, that will probably be one and only chance, to put a competitive time on the board.
Oh, dogs!
Time won't allow it. Oh no.
Did he retire by choice, I wonder? I don't see a car stricken on the track.
Yeah, he's in the pits.
So that was just a decision to head out of this qualifying session early. I do want to say that's a bit of a mistake. He wants to hit this track when it's hot at the end. But we'll see where he falls and where he starts from. You definitely think someone will improve.
I think Jay Jacken is on a hot lap right now, just going into first sector.
So this will probably be Jay's last lap as well. He's got to basically do this lap and then regenerate the battery and then maybe do another one, but that's cutting it very close. We'll
Yeah.
see if he can get that. But this might be it, so this is going to be important. It's very aggressive on the overtake in the middle sector. I think he'd also be better to save a little bit more for this kind of part of the track where it's a little bit more flat out. But either way, he's finding time. He's out of fuel, so this will be the last lap that he's going to do. How does he end this one? Because now we have 2 minutes left in this qualifying session. We're already towards the end. Thank you for everyone checking out the action as always. Main 50% race is coming up. Jay Jacket now crossing the line. Does improve slightly. And BRZ is not going to improve. He's out of the session. He's gone very deep in the first corner. So I think he's maybe decided to do that.
Yeah. That looked intentional. But we're about to get everybody's last run. Highway, DRS Maestro, Hooligans, Hugh, I believe, is already on his fast lap. Jordan, Bella, T-Bone. It's going to be a good one. Let's see.
So I'm going to keep an eye on T-Bone. I think he's the furthest ahead out of those drivers you mentioned. Then we'll kind of...
he's got purple sector 2.
Yes, he does. I saw that flash up there for a second. This will be T-Bone's final lap. What will the time be now through the final corner?
Oh, gets right over the curb.
And small improvement to a 12.9. So from there, I can't quite see the map. The messages are in the way. What's going on, boys? I think it's Jay Jackin up next. No, I could be wrong. I think it's maybe... Oh, no. I've lost track. Who's that?
Maestro is about to
okay,
start
Maestro. Maestro's starting. Okay, that's what's going on. Jay Jackin now is going to go into the pit lane, so he's not going to improve from there.
It's Hugh setting his lap right now. Oh, only P6.
Only P6 for Hugh. Highway does invalidate, so he's not going to improve. What does DRS Maestro put together here for this final lap? I believe out of all the faster qualifiers, he is the remaining driver looking to upset the order here. The qualifying session has now ended officially.
Improves his time, but still stays in P7.
Oh, Maestro has a moment, and he is around. We're on board with Hugh now in the Williams. Just going past Maestro's car there. Maestro lost it in between 7 and 8, as many drivers do.
Oh, ooh.
The DNF Maestro. The name is making a comeback. It was buried. The name was buried, but it's slowly getting uncovered. He is a multiple race winner, but he's a DNF artist as well. Hugh has really slowed down there. I don't think he's going to improve. He might be out of fuel. Not quite sure. That's not going to matter because that lap time's no good. So it's Highway holding on to that pole position after all. No improvements came throughout the field compared to him. Then we have H&P Hooligans looking to start from the front of things now into P2, right behind Highway, the closest driver to him. Closely followed by Jay Jackin, again, where he was last time in Miami. Let's see if he can have another similar race. DRS Maestro, hopefully he doesn't run out of fuel half the way through the race this time. Bella, solid as always in the Ferrari in P5. XOD in P6 in the Red Bull. Then we have Jordan a bit further down than normal in P7. Let's see if he can move up. It is a bit hard to overtake here sometimes. And then Hugh in the Williams in P8, followed by Sicario, T-Bone, BRZ on bag, similar to Jordan, struggling tonight. Took Your Dogs is behind BRZ. And then we have Sid's Not Skilled Cloud, that's a new driver. We'll see what he's up to. XM, Alimo, Mr. Tim, Snake and Beans, 83, and then Zudi in the final position. Zudi, I don't think set an actual qualifying lap there. He's about 30 seconds off. So, we're looking forward to this one. I think we have a pretty close grid here, just judging by these times. You have the top 13 being separated by 1.1 seconds.
Yeah.
And then besides Zudi's warm-up lap, let's just call it, the rest of the field is only 2.5 seconds apart. So we're going to have some battles here, and Highway will not have it easy as long as H&P can have a good start. H&P will be right there, I'm sure. And we'll see if anyone else can make a run through the field. And we'll also see what the weather is. You never know. It does rain here from time to time. But we will find out.
Yeah, I think the DRS and the penalties are going to be crucial in the race, Greg.
Yes, absolutely. It is easy to get penalties around here. Those track limits can bite you, particularly through turn 9 and also the immediate turns before that. 8, 7, and 6, you can kind of get one there. Turn 4 and 5 are also likely culprits. There is some opportunities to make some mistakes. And I believe there also is a massive bump on the third sector. I'm not sure if that's been addressed yet. I'm going to guess it hasn't been. But there's a big bump. We'll see if anyone gets caught out by that. I don't remember the corner, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. It's the penultimate corner where that
Yes.
right-hander where you kind of start to go downhill, right, into that final corner. If you go just a little offline, allegedly that bump has not been fully removed, but I believe the pit lane entry bump is removed.
Oh, that one was really bad. That one was really bad.
Because you would have to slow down like a couple gears more just to be able to make it. Otherwise, you'd go straight into the wall like Kev would that one time in F2.
Oh, okay. We're right underway. I forgot. I forgot the formation laps have been turned off because they've been glitchy. So now we are directly into this race here for the Star Cup Round 3. Highway Warrior is now looking to defend P1 from his teammate and also H&P. Further behind, we have 3 wide. Does everyone make it through here safely? Does anyone have a moment getting into the gravel? Not yet.
Oh, well done. Everyone is through.
And now Jay is looking to get back on DRS Maestro, who did slip through there. What is going on behind here? There's battles all over the place. We have the Ferrari of BRZ looking to make up some places here. Jordan has done so up into P6 now in the McLaren. There's a yellow flag. The Sauber of Sid's Knot is around. Oh, side by side there, I believe, with Bella. But they make it work through that very, very tight sequence of corners there. Now you see the cars fly up through turn 9. Yeah. One of the Haas's had a moment further back, but everyone's okay for now. Highway is already getting a bit further ahead. But everyone is still in this front train, so to speak. Besides the Sauber, just a second or so off there in the back.
So Highway still has another half a lap to kind of develop the gap between him and Hooligans. Otherwise, Hooligans is going to get the DRS in the next, the next lap. But man, what if I see opening lap, eh?
Yeah, it was really clean. Well done to the drivers. It was aggressive but fair. There was some eyebrow-raising moments, but everyone made it work, and we are sticking as a pack here on this second lap. Bella now gets by Zaccario into P9. But let's see if anyone can break away here.
The Ferrari boys coming back.
Speaking of breakaway, looks like H&P and DRS Maestro have separated a little bit. DRS needs a strong third sector here to stay with these top 2, or they may get away. We will see.
He's out.
Yeah, he's lost it there. So it's going to be up to H&P and Highway to kind of, if they decide to battle, maybe that'll put DRS Maestro back in it, but he has lost the DRS advantage, and now you will probably see Jay Jackin, amongst others, go for a run here on the Alpine.
Yeah,
Jay Jackin in, and then T-Bone. Look at T-Bone here. Flying in the Mercedes. Just about stays on the track. Oh, but he hits the sausage curb there and does lose some time. DRS Maestro is now back ahead. What a battle we saw there.
Yeah, no harm, no foul.
Oh,
Problem is,
Hugh! Oh! Just
yeah, I was
getting,
about to say,
yeah, just getting to the side of T-Bone there. Does he have the run through? Oh, T-Bone's going to stick with this fight now. He's not giving this position up. They're going to stay side by side through the middle of the lap here. T-Bone does slot behind Hugh now, back into P6, Hugh into P5. Jordan is right up T-Bone's booty. We will see if... Oh,
oh, he goes
T-Bone, yeah.
off.
T-Bone, I think, was feeling the pressure
Oh,
there. He's got the championship leader right behind him. And
Jordan on the
now
outside.
Jordan
Wow.
pounces, and T-Bone has a little bit of a contact, I believe, with the Ferrari of BRZ behind. Does unsettle the car a little bit. T-Bone is fighting this one, though. He is very confident around this track. And now Jordan is by into P6. Further ahead, looks like we have a move potentially for the lead here. Hooligans, yep, I knew it. He's going to go for the inside. On highway, they're going to lose some time here going side by side through the first chicane. But that was very clean and very respectful. Hooligans does get on the grass there. And like we said, that has brought J-Jack and company back to this 1 second gap. Let's see if they can stay with them now. DRS Maestro is fighting Hugh. This is a great race so far.
And Jordan gets through because DRS went a little wide through that last corner.
Oh, it's not over yet though. DRS Maestro's sticking there, but now Jordan has got by into P5. Wow. Usually Spain is kind of a slow burner sometimes, but I just have a feeling just the closeness of everything tonight is really going to keep us entertained throughout the entire thing. And Highway and Hooligans have not gotten away from J-Jack, and DRS Maestro has now lost another position to BRZ. Oh, and another one to T-Bone potentially. T-Bone is fighting him hard. Gets by.
Yeah.
Maestro struggling here.
I wonder what's going on with Maestro. He might have some damage.
Very possible. He's been very close to many cars tonight. Now we see Bella looking for a run. No, not quite yet. Same with the cars behind Bella as well.
Oh, I see, Greg. So he's running low on battery. Everyone around him just kind of has a little that extra more needed to make a move.
Okay, yeah, that is really difficult around this track sometimes, to keep that energy in good shape to defend yourself. And if you just go a little bit too far, I think also what happened is he lost the DRS as well, so he was to the leaders, that was, so he was trying to maybe use a little bit more, and it's really made him pay the price now. He's down to P8 when at one point he was in P3. But hopefully he has recovered that a little bit. He's now getting a little bit more comfortable behind T-Bone, who's looking very feisty, very punchy tonight, and I think he's got a great result in store of his future, but we will see. All the leaders, though, are in a DRS train all the way down to P17. Look at that.
Wow. I just want to note, Greg, BRZ in P6 is on the soft tires, and he's still within the DRS, yeah.
Okay, so I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We did not cover that whatsoever because we just jumped right into it. Thank you, Chenzel, for reminding me. So yes, BRZ soft tires. So we saw that pace he had. He was making moves. He's now brought a gap over T-Bone now. Or no, that's ahead. He's dropped off from Jordan. But anyway, he's on the soft tires. XM further down. Skill Cloud and Zudi are on the softs. 83's on the hards, the only driver to do so. I think he did pit, though, onto those because he is quite a ways back. Everyone else on the medium tires. We did not cover that, but there you go. Oh, and speaking of 83, he is out. He is retired into the pit lane, I believe.
That's a tough one. We were talking about him pre-race, how he's coming back, getting into the rhythm of things. Sucks to have him DNF 6 laps in.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for 83. Just didn't have it tonight. HMP sets the fastest lap. He has moved into the lead. We did see that earlier, as now we're seeing T-Bone get by BRZ. So yeah, T-Bone's looking really good. BRZ might lose another position to Maestro here, yes. So,
Highway on Hooligans.
Oh, and we have a fight up here. Yes. Jay Jackin is now got ahead of his teammate. Has the inside line. Hugh is there.
Hugh.
Great racing for the lead. Oh, some contact from the highway, but everything's fine. Just a little wheel-to-wheel banging. Now he's back into P3 with his teammate now into P2 behind HMB Hooligans. This is a great race up here in the top 5. And then don't count T-Bone out. He's not too far away, and he's got great pace tonight. He has passed BRZ, who has had a moment there. BRZ has lost many positions now, so something happened to him. He's down to P15.
Yeah, he must have spun or something. His wing seems to be fine.
Saw Bella's wing get very close to Maestro there in this nice helicopter shot. I think Maestro might have some pressure here through this straight. The top 5 are still neck and neck. Don't know where to watch, but that's a good problem to have here in the Star Cup.
He just kind of manages to hold it, but at some point he'll have to try to make a move on T-Bone.
BRZ and Bags did pit there, and I think he either one had some soft tires that absolutely let go, as now we see Jordan and Highway battling. Oh, it's getting really close here. Jordan is on the outside through 4 and 5. Now he has slotted behind Highway into P5. But as we mentioned, BRZ, I think he did potentially change his wing there. I'm not quite sure. That's quite an early stop. We will see.
Highway almost lost it at exit of turn 9.
Oh, there's a fight further behind as well. XOD is trying to get involved with DRS Maestro, who's just been under attack constantly during this race.
Yeah.
I think he's got maybe a little bit too much downforce running on the car as well. Who knows? He's really struggling to stay in these battles. Let's see if he can get back. But he is falling behind and not really moving in the right direction. Anyone in the top 5 going for a move? Looks like not for now.
Yeah, so now, Greg, when do you think our pit window would be for these medium tire runners?
Yeah, I think they are going to be eaten up starting about now. I would say they're going to be, starting to get worn. So they're going to try and get them at least to maybe lap 13, something like that, maybe 14. Get those hard tires on. I think that's the way to go, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
but
the
of
hard
course.
Tires, they can
oh,
make
sorry.
it home.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the hard tires can make it home from 13 laps, right?
Yeah, about 20, 21 laps or so. I think that is doable. And also, though, they want to stay in this train, as long as it makes sense to do so. If they feel like maybe they can undercut and get by some drivers, that is an opportunity for some of them. But you just don't want to go too early because the tires can really suffer around here in this Spanish heat. But for now, top 5 are all just kind of chilling, saving battery, not trying to lose time to the cars behind. But look at this. Bella now is by T-Bone with the DRS open.
Nice.
Took your dogs. Same thing with Skilled Cloud into P11. Ali Mo further behind in the McLaren. I think suffering some connection issues, so that really threw off his qualifying session. And he is dropping off from the packs ahead, so he's in for a tough one unless some safety cars can come out. Speaking of tough, DRS Maestro has just been under constant attack now. He's at the back of this train almost. He was right up there for the battle for the lead. Oh, there's a yellow flag, but it looks like it has resolved.
Yeah.
Might have been Mr. Tim. Oh, DRS! DRS! Oh, we mentioned him, and he had a moment there.
Man,
He
yeah.
just smacked the back of XOD. Luckily, his wing looks like it's still in good shape. But now he is at the back of that train into P10.
Costly mistake there.
Now further ahead, Does anyone go for a move? Looks like they are in the top pack here. Highway trying to get to the inside of Hugh, not able to pull off the move there. That did put the top 2 cars a little bit further away, but Hugh is sticking with them. Brief yellow flag, but it has been resolved further further back.
It's a miserable day for DRS, Greg. He spun out.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, on the exit of turns 1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, miserable day for him so far. He's now going to become under pressure from Skilled Cloud, potentially in the Red Bull and P11. XOD going side by side, I think that was, with T-Bone.
Ooh.
And now, who's that? Sicario. On the inside of both of them. Oh, but he loses the traction. Oh, that was almost a wing loss there.
Yeah, nearly collects T-Bone.
T-Bone and Sicario have had many battles together. I'm sure T-Bone does not want to be fighting him too much here. DRS Maestro is into the pit. I think that's going to be the first driver to put on those hard tires. Sicario is now by XOD into P7. Oh, and then HMP is battling his teammate Hugh, and Jay Jackin has moved into first place, as well as Jordan Highway are going side by side further behind. It's picking up here in the top 5.
Oh, man. Highway coming back. Nope, he can't make it.
And they got to be careful. They can't let these drivers get too far ahead. Just on the verge.
Yeah, just on the verge for Jordan.
Jordan does well there to stay with them. Oh, Highway had another moment. I think you mentioned one earlier, Chen, so he definitely had another one there through turn 9. And oh, a moment for both of them! A late break, and Highway has collided into the Jordan's rear end, and now they are both separated from the top 3, who is now HMP, Hugh, and Jay. Oh,
and now they're
man.
back with the other pack, Greg. Bella's right behind Highway.
Oh, and Bella's there looking to pounce on that. Does anything happen in the top 3? I think so. Hugh is now going for the move.
Oh.
And he's got that done. Further behind. Any movements? Not for now. XOD is right behind Sicario.
Hooligans making a move, Greg.
Oh, we're back up to Hooligans. Outside. Trying to make it work on turn 3. Just very hard to keep the car on the outside there. Very, very little grip, but he is now getting close to Jay Jackin. But not close enough.
So there's a big disparity in the ERS levels between the Williams and Jay Jackin, yeah.
You're absolutely right. So Jay might struggle here to keep HP behind. Maybe not. But that's definitely going to be an issue for him on the next straight. Now, further behind, Highway trying to pick up the pieces with Jordan. I don't think he got any damage from that moment. But he's now lost touch with those race leaders. The gap is growing as well. So they're just kind of getting involved with the pack further behind. And we do see Hugh pulling off into the pit lane there. So, of course, the Williams are teammates. They cannot pit at the same time. Let's see how Hugh compares to Jay and HMP when this pit stop is done. They do want to keep it clean here. Don't want to battle too much because Hugh might be able to just drive off into the sunset. We will see. But HMP does defend for P1. Or was that getting into P1? I forgot. But anyway, Jordan and Highway now have exchanged positions ahead of the secondary train.
Greg, sorry, just real quick. Alamo comes out right in front of Hugh, or other way around. Hugh comes out right behind Alamo. So he's now stuck with him, yep. And Alamo, of course, is going to make that car as wide as he can, but it looks like Hugh makes it.
Some contact there. You can see Alamo's car skipping around a little bit. That's trademark for him. But yeah, good catch, Chenzo. That did slow down Hugh a little bit. So we'll see. I think this is going to be very close. The undercut is very strong around here.
Yeah, they got to pit right now.
They have to respond exactly, otherwise they're going to get back into this train before they know it.
Jay
H&P is into the pit
Jackman.
lane. Jay has stayed out even longer. Highway has as well, so the Aston Martins are both going a little bit longer here. So now, where does H&P come out in comparison to Hugh?
This is where we're gonna find out just how big the undercut is.
And we
And
see
look at
Jordan
it,
as
dude.
well.
He's
I
gonna
think
make, yeah.
Hugh's going to get
Oh
him
my
here. Think Hugh's going to
goodness.
get him pretty easily. You see that undercut on display there. Hugh was behind the slower car for about the first sector, but yet it was enough to get him ahead of HMP, and also Alimo is still now in between them, so he's going to start impacting HMP pretty quickly here. And then Jordan Highway are fighting further down. I guess this is for P3 right now, maybe P4. But they are exchanging positions.
Ooh,
Mr. Tim is
Highway
out
again. Oh, in the pits, in the pits.
in the pits. Highway backs out of the move there. I think
Yeah,
we're going to see
Highway's
a
really,
lot of them pit this lap as well.
Highway's really struggling in that turn 9.
Yeah, his car is really loose through there. And Highway's in, Jordan's in. Looks like
Oh,
Bella's
Jordan.
out. That was close on the pit entry there. But they make it work. Now Bella is in the lead for now, as well as XOD. XOD's in the grass there. What happened to him? Interesting. But yeah, we'll see how much of a gap Hugh and now H&P
Oh,
have.
the Aston Martin's
And
double
they
stack
double
in Highway.
stacked.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Highway
didn't.
loses time.
Man, that's 2 races in a row, and this one was much worse than the last one in Miami. Highway has lost significant time with that.
Jay Jackin comes out right behind Alamo, and Alamo left no room into turn
Oh,
1 there.
Mr. Tim has DNF'd. He has retired. His car was on the side of the track there. Does that bring out the safety car? I don't think so.
No, but that's dangerous.
Yeah, realistically, probably should have. But yeah, Jay Jackin now is behind Alimo, who is affecting this race in his own way, running on these medium tires extra long, and these front runners are all getting a little taste of it. Jay Jackin now surely has the pace. Alimo's not going to make it easy, though, at least for a second there it looked like it, but he has backed off. Now Jay Jackin is ahead of him, but he's 3 seconds behind H&P. So costly stuff there. H&P is getting closer to Hugh, so maybe that extra lap of tire wear on Hugh's part might be a slight advantage now for Hooligans. We will see, but he looks like he's got great pace.
Yeah, he's just on the limit, right outside of DRS. But if he keeps if he drives a clean lap here, he's gonna get within the DRS.
And speaking of DRS, he did do that undercut. He's on the soft tire, though. So he's going to have to pit again, but he has made up some positions. He's now back into P6, but he's definitely going to have to pit again. So he needs a safety car, in my opinion. Otherwise, he is probably not going to get points this evening. We will see. But yes, H&P now has gotten back with Hugh for the net race lead once XOD and Bella do pit in front of them, unless a safety car comes out right about now or sometime soon. Sicario gets a 3-second penalty. I believe Tookie Dogs and BRZ also have those. And now the top 2 are in. So we will see the Williams take 1 and 2 back as they were before. And yeah, big gap to Jay Jackin there. So again, similar to Miami and also Bahrain, the Aston Martins both qualified very well, but just little things going wrong here and there that has taken them at least out of it for now for the race win. And look at that, DRS Maestro is now by Jay Jackin on those soft tires.
Yeah, so he's really pushing. I would imagine, so since he's doing a 2-stopper, he has to pit somewhere around lap 22, 21. So he has to get the most out of these tires right now.
Oh, and T-Bone is in a battle with BRZ further behind for now P9. T-Bone is really bringing the pace tonight. He's battling a race winner with full aggression and full confidence. He is all over the back of that Ferrari. And BRZ is on those medium tires as well.
10-lap old mediums as well.
So him as well as DRS doing something a little bit different on the strategy. I think he was forced into that because I think he had some damage. But they're definitely going to need to pit again for sure, both of them. Anyway, further ahead, H&P now is really on an island of his own along with his teammate Hugh. They are 5.3 seconds ahead of DRS Maestro in P3, who's now been overtaken by Jay Jackin. But yeah, it's going to be up to the Williams pair to settle this one. If they keep it clean, they will likely stay where they are. If they don't, maybe the drivers behind can catch them.
It's their race to lose, really. You know, they're so far ahead. They can just manage this, exchange DRS, and get the 1-2.
Now Jordan in the McLaren in P5, right behind DRS Maestro. I think DRS has started to feel the tire wear a little bit on those soft tires. He did put them on, I want to say lap 12 or maybe lap 11. So they are going to be a little bit worn now. Highway also right behind those three in the other Aston Martin. So he has caught back up to his teammate.
Yeah, Highway might look into just kind of sneaking in through here.
Yellow flag.
Let Jordan and DRS fight each other.
But does Jordan have the run here? Not quite this time. What about further back? BRZ is now on the inside of Zakario. And he gets up into P8 behind his teammate Bella in P7.
Look at XOD.
Oh, and Zakario. Wow. Zakario barging his way by there. He is not giving that one up easy. Oh, little lock up there from BRZ, which we do see from time to time.
Yeah, Zakario closing the door. They're a little aggressive. But nevertheless, no major contact made.
I think that was kind of a Kool-Aid man. He kind of opened the door on that one. But he is by now into P8. It's getting very feisty for that position here. BRZ wants it. XOD wants it. T-Bone wants it. All these drivers are fighting very hard. T-Bone had a brief moment there, but he is still in P11.
It must be said, looks like BRZ is starting to struggle on those worn mediums now. Those hard tires coming to life.
XOD swoops to the inside there. He tried to make BRZ think he was going to the outside. Ultimately, though, just does not have the space to go for the dive and gets a penalty for his troubles, unfortunately. Highway now is fighting DRS Maestro further ahead through turn 3 and 4. But they did lose time there to Jordan, who is now behind Jay and looking to move into P3 potentially soon. XOD is into the wall! I don't know what happened there, but we just hopped on board with him, and that has brought the safety car. That was a huge moment. Directly into that barrier, and that has ripped the front right tire off. It looked to me like that was maybe a decision to do so, but I didn't see any of it. But all I saw was the car and the gravel. I think everyone now is going to pit, regardless of what they have done so far.
The Williams, they have enough of a gap to double stack, I believe.
Yes, they're going to lose some time here.
Yeah, but I would imagine both go on the actually, no, I think mediums. I think mediums might be the best tire right now.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Medium tires for everyone, I'm sure. If you stay out here, you're really going to pay for it, unless you're maybe Ali Mo. He might be able to stay out. But other than that, everyone is going to the pit lane for those medium tires that Chenzo mentioned. Way too early for the softs, but most of the hard tires have been used already as well, so medium is definitely the way to go. Yeah, everyone into the pit lane. So this will bring the grid once again close together, and it'll give some drivers a chance to get back in this, particularly DRS Maestro.
Yeah.
And BRZ did lose some positions, but he is in a much better spot now than he would have been if this did not happen either way.
1,000 IQ move by DRS. Now moves into P5, and
that's true. Yeah,
he's on the same tires as everybody else. His wing is fixed. Basically, he has a clean slate, right?
Yeah.
But one thing I'm noticing, one of the big losers here in this safety car, T-Bone drops to P14. I think him and Dogs double stacked, unfortunately.
Yeah. They were close together. I thought T-Bone was ahead, but either way, a double stack did affect him. Now he's into P14. He's going to be disappointed with that, but he does have some time to make up for it. Looks like BRZ has run out of medium tires potentially because he's on the hards, as well as Sid's not. And then Zudi is on the softs, looking to just make some moves. Maybe catch another safety car, who knows. But I think if it stays green, he might have some trouble with that one. We will see. But that has now put the Williams team under a bit more pressure. They were kind of chilling out in front there as a duo. Now Jay, Jordan, DRS, Bella, Highway are all back with them once again. And yeah, DRS Maestro just like kind of threw out a lifeline there. Like he was drowning, but somehow it was caught. He's riding the wave now, and he's back up to P5 with that undercut to get him back that track position. And then the safety car just bails him out because it forces everyone to pit as well. So very nicely done. Let's see if he can move forward now. He was definitely having a rough race. Let's see if that's changed for him. But he's got some quick drivers behind him, for sure.
And this obviously has put everyone, I guess, like, in terms of the fuel situation, everyone is going to be okay thanks to the safety car. Nothing about worrying if you're going to make it to the end like in Miami. No fuel management today.
Yeah, that's very good. I'm sure there was maybe some drivers who were worried about it, but that situation hopefully is resolved. T-Bone, I noticed there, took an extra pit stop, and now he has switched to the fresh soft tires, which might just be doable. And I think for him, he was down in P14, I believe it was, so maybe it makes sense to try something a little different and just go for the aggressive strategy. We will see. But again, the XOD's moment was what brought the safety car out.
Yeah, I think we'll have 10 racing laps, correct?
Yeah, because we are getting going here.
Might pay off for T-Bone. We'll see. I know Alamo's pretty tough to pass, though.
Oh, yeah, he's got Alamo directly in front of him. That's going to be a big hurdle. I think for him, he's going to need to make his moves early and then kind of hold on to them if he really wants to maximize, but that's very difficult to do around Catalunya, especially when everyone's in a DRS train. We will see what happens, though. The two Williams are now in the front, H&P right behind his teammate, Hugh, who is now thinking about getting ready any second now, and he has accelerated. Not too big of a gap to anyone behind, but I think big enough to protect himself for now. Jordan getting close to Jay in front of him. And he moves further back. XM gets by JJ, or I keep saying JJ. Sid's not there. But no real aggressive moves off the safety car restart. Sometimes it's just hard to do that, and you just want to get things going properly and maintain your position. So everyone now looking to stay closer to the race leaders.
DRS falling back just a little bit. But he's still within that 1 second of the next person ahead.
And he's already, look at this Chenzo, he's already almost out of battery. So I think, yeah, there's something maybe with his setup or just the way he's using his battery tonight, which is just not efficient enough. BRZ and Bags is fighting took your dogs in front, a little bit of contact there, but BRZ is now back into P10. T-Bone still in last place, hasn't made any marks yet, and DRS Maestro now picks up the penalty through that last corner there. That's going to hurt him a lot.
Yeah. And look at the leaders.
Jay Jackin watching HMP Hooligans just think about it, but no moves there. Jordan right behind. Oh, just had a brief moment. DRS Maestro, I think, is struggling. I think that pace we saw earlier is consistent with what we see now. And now he has the penalty as well. Skilled Cloud gets by Zakario. Skilled Cloud's had a good race. Have never seen him drive before, but he's up to P8 from starting further down. Zakario does not give it up easy, though. He's hanging it around the outside. Will the battle continue? No, not for now.
Yeah, I would hate to be battling Zakario right now.
Nope. For the lead, though. For the lead. The Williams have exchanged positions there into turn 10.
Yeah, Hooligans P1. Seems like Hugh has the battery advantage, though.
Oh,
Jay
BRZ.
looking to pounce here.
And BRZ gets a 3 second. I think that's 6 seconds for him now. Oh, and he's out. He's out. And he's brought out the safety car. He has definitely done that on purpose. Maybe not the intention of bringing out the safety car, but the crash, definitely.
Yeah.
So we have slowed down again here. I'm a bit disappointed with that. We had some great racing in front of us. We're gonna have to take a little bit of a break here till we get going once again. And I just don't think it makes sense to pit for most of these drivers. So
I was gonna say, look, it really just depends. If you're one of the people in the back, you're looking at what the guys in the front are doing. If they all pit, you go as well. But if you're someone at the front, it just doesn't seem enticing to pit for fresh softs when you basically have fresh mediums already, you know, and there's only 7 laps left. So
yeah,
I think they're all gonna stay out.
And it's tough to get by here. Really, you kind of have to do it one position at a time, painstakingly, you know, being patient, because it's so easy to just go for a move that looks great and then you get put into a penalty or worse. The track is very fast and fun, but sometimes, especially into that first corner. Oh, we have HMP thinking about it, but he stays out. I think that's a wise decision. But that first corner, you're really not hitting the brakes very, very hard, so you really have to be alongside of someone through there. Cannot dive too far back.
And Zudi pits. Yeah, I was about to say, if I'm Zudi and T-Bone, I'm actually gonna roll the dice and pit.
Might as well at this point.
Set, yeah.
Let's quickly cover the penalties just to make sure we have that in mind. Yeah, so all drivers who have them now have 3 seconds. We'll maybe see more drivers get that towards the end here. I'm sure some of them are close right now. And then overall, just recapping the race, HMP Hooligans staying kind of near the front the entire time. Hugh making a great run up 6 positions into P2 and definitely has a chance to win tonight. Jay Jackin staying where he was, but several drivers passing him and him getting by some of them as well. Jordan up 3 positions. Maestro surprisingly only down 1 positions, but I feel like I've seen him get overtaken about 10 times. And then Bella similar to him. Highway is unfortunately has not put that qualifying pace to consistent use in the race here. And he's had some moments, and I think they need to figure out that pit lane situation. I don't know what's going on ahead.
Yeah. So I would imagine something just happened where Jordan was able to overtake Jay Jackin.
No way.
Jay Jackin wants the position back, obviously. It seems like Jordan's not going to do that.
Oh, I missed what happened there. It was kind of further ahead. Maybe Jay got off the track for some reason.
Oh, nope.
And maybe Jordan just pounced on him, but typically in these kind of races you don't want to be doing that. So not sure what happened there. It's potentially the AI's fault as well. That can happen.
It's not pits.
Okay, he's going for the freshest tires now.
Yeah.
And then also, I just wanted to also say, Skilled Cloud doing a very good job, up 6 positions in the Red Bull.
P8. Very nice.
Yeah.
Big Dog took you, dogs, in P10. Got that penalty, though.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I wonder what happened there with Jay and Jordan. And I would really like to hear the thoughts of both of them right now. But we'll have to kind of wait and see for an explanation later on. But there was a move in the safety car there, that is for sure.
Definitely.
So we'll catch that. We'll cover that later. But this has been an amazing race so far. Definitely picking up the pace from Miami last week. And we got a great finish in store for us. Hopefully we get going on this lap to give us as many racing laps as possible.
Yeah, we should. Sids, who's in P15, just, I guess, like, reached the back of the pack. So I guess we'll see the notification from race control. There we go.
Perfect.
In this lap.
All right, so now it is Hooligans. It was Hugh before, but now it's Hooligans in the lead looking to get this restart underway. Let's see how he plays it. And then Jordan having a good response back up to the top of the field. Let's see if he can get into that battle for the win as well. He definitely is capable of doing so. And after not the best qualifying, he has definitely shown he still has the pace to win tonight. And let's see if Jay can maybe get back at him a little bit. He might not be the happiest driver right now. We will see what happens with Hooligans, though. He is now accelerated.
He's falling too far back. Jay fell back.
Just a little bit, yeah. About 2 or 3 tenths worth. It's okay for now, though. Just got to stay with them. Behind, Bella's under pressure from Warrior. Warrior is going to commit to the outside, which is tough to do in that first chicane.
Skilled Cloud just kind of hanging in there, waiting for someone to make a mistake.
Nothing throughout the field for now, though. Drivers just sticking to their positions. I thought. Ali Mo is fighting T-Bone, and oh my goodness! Ali Mo was on top of T-Bone's car there. That was amazing. That was like a bulldozer moment. Ali Mo is glitching everywhere. Hugh penalty.
Gets a 3-second penalty.
Hugh penalty. That is huge. There you go. What can he do for his teammate here? Does he just continue fighting for pride, or does he maybe now look to protect HMP just a little bit with the rival Jordan right behind him? But T-Bone. T-Bone just wanted to say he had Ali Mo's car directly on top of him. We caught it for a split second there. Yeah.
I would think Hooligans and Hugh still work together until the end here. Hugh, unfortunately, is going to have to bite the bullet and just, see, or basically do as best as he can and see wherever he falls.
And they could still allow Hugh to pass HMP if that has to be done. That is preferable than getting Jordan into P2. Like, they can still work as a team. Hugh does not just have to put a blockade. They can share DRS. They can block the track at the overtaking zones by overtaking amongst each other. There's still options for them to work together. So we'll see if that occurs. Let's see if Jordan can get his nose involved and maybe get in between the two. But the laps are running out now. We're on to lap 31 this will be, so just 3 left. So Hugh now is... like I thought he's going to go for the move here. Which at first glance might frustrate HMP, but he does need to understand that does help him out. As long as he can stay with Hugh and repeat that move himself and keep Jordan behind, that's fine.
Yeah, this is great for Hugh because at the moment he would be finishing P5.
Right, because DRS Maestro has a penalty as well, and then there is a gap to Highway in P6. So yeah, this could work out if they all don't battle too hard here. But you know Jordan's going to want to get involved here. He's running out of opportunities. Oh, he's putting the pressure on HMP. He's trying to get him closer to his teammate. Eventually, if you play too many games, you might end up blocking each other, and Jordan's trying to force the issue.
Oh, Jordan just had a little bit of wheel spin at the end of the exit there. But let's see what they do on the straight.
So now HMP is going to look to get by his teammate here, and then he's going to look for his teammate to hold on to P2.
Oh, Jordan!
But Jordan has inserted himself into the equation, and now he's going for the lead as well.
Yeah.
On the outside. Oh! He's off the track on the escape road, but he saves the car. He's not out of it. Jay Jackin now is in the lead out of nowhere. I mean, there is Hugh in front of him, but Hugh has a penalty. Jordan's going for it. And the door was closed there. I think that was a bit desperate, unfortunately.
Yeah. The move was not on.
Jay has suddenly found himself in the box seat. What a win for this would be for him.
It must be said, though, I'm not sure what Hooligans was doing there.
Yeah.
He was P2 and just kind of blacked off and let both Jay Jackin and Jordan pass him there.
Yeah. I think he was maybe just anticipating the fighting ahead and maybe not getting attacked as much from behind and just kind of got caught out. And now, let's see how this final run down the straight is. This will be the last great overtaking opportunity. Jay Jackin does not have to pass on track, but he might want to.
He doesn't have battery, Greg.
Oh, he's under pressure. HMP is right there.
I think Hooligans will get him. He has a big advantage on the battery.
And he's going to have one more opportunity. It's going to be after turn 9, so that's really going to be the crucial point on this final lap. Anything
maybe right here.
Also here as well. Maybe, but you don't want to commit to it too much. But Jay has gone for the move on the outside. That might hurt him here. That might hurt him. Now HMP is right there.
Oh!
He's not giving up. He's going for it. He's fighting hard. Hooligans. But Hooligans uses the experience there. Jay did not need to do that. And now Hooligans is by.
There we go.
And he does get in first place on track as well. Now his teammate can keep those cars further behind. Unfortunate for Jay Jackin. I think his eyes just lit up a little bit there. And he's going for the move to P2 on track, but that's where he would have finished anyway. And Hooligans uses his experience, waits for his moment, and takes this win in front of Jay Jackin.
Yes!
Oh, that was close.
Very nice.
Wow, the whole field crossed the line there in like a split second. Couldn't even give you the breakdown. That was incredibly close. But we had Jordan complete the podium into P3 again with a solid result, but I think he had a little bit more in store for him. And then we'll cover the rest from there. What a race we saw here in Spain, really kicking off in the last few laps here. And a great pack that was in a fight for the win for most of it as well. Very, very good one.
I need the oxygen tank after that one. That was a crazy last couple laps. Skill Cloud with the driver of the day. That's given by the game. I think that's fair.
That's going to be a tough one. I'm going to have to really think about that one.
I have multiple again.
Yeah, I think there's many drivers that really put a mark on this one. But here we see the podium celebrating that amazing race. Thank you, Isasco, for always tuning in. Appreciate you. But let's just cover the rest. It was Highway in P4, Bella in P5, Hugh falling down to P6 with the penalty applied, as well as DRS Maestro. They would have been higher up had they not gotten those. Skilled Cloud, driver of the day, as according to the game, up to P8. T-Bone in a P9. Wow, good
Yeah, well
job from
done.
T-Bone. He was in last place there. Very nice recovery from him. Zakario P10, Tookie Dogs just outside of the points in P11. Then we had Ali, XM, Sidsnot, Zudi, and then the drivers who did not finish the race further down, 4 of them. Driver of the day. Oh, we're going to need to figure this out before we sign off. But it's difficult. I think, yeah, Skilled Cloud is definitely up there.
For sure.
Hooligans is up there. He didn't move as much as Skilled Cloud did, but he made the right choices at the right times.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
and that should be rewarded as well. I think also uh, Jay Jackin and Highway. I think Highway, especially because he was just he was fighting at the beginning and then fell off for the whole race up until that last safety car, and he was really able to catch up and get the P4 there at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, great race for many of these drivers. Also, T-Bone has to be mentioned as well, never giving up and getting some points out of it for all of that effort. I think, though, you know what? I think the game was right on that one. I think I'm going to go with Skilled Cloud. We didn't see much of him, but he was consistently moving up the grid from where he started, and lots of drivers had difficulties. He seemed to not, so that was a great race from him. But when it was a tough choice like that, it was always a sign that it was a good race. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for another week. That one went by in a flash. We're looking forward to next week. Chenzo, do you mind letting us know what the next track is, and also just give us your final thoughts of the evening for that one?
Yeah, let me pull up uh, the schedule here. All right, next week. Oh, Greg, we have one of the all-time greats, if not the all-time great track, Belgium.
Oh,
This,
wow.
yeah,
Okay.
this
So
is
we're
gonna be a good one.
going we're going like what's that? Tried and true tracks back to back, Spain and then Belgium. I like it. But yes, anyway, final thoughts on the race for this week?
Uh, Great race from start to finish. Clearly, we couldn't make our minds up on who to give driver of the day, so a lot of good races among the drivers. But yeah, no, once again, as always, thanks for having me up here in the booth. It's a blast, and I can't wait for Belgium next week. It's going to be a banger. It always kind of rains, at least whether it's qualifying or the race. It just kind of throws a spanner in the works for everyone. So, yeah, can't wait for next week.
Yeah, Belgium is definitely a track we're going to look forward to. When you get the win around there, you definitely did something right. So many things can go wrong with the weather, as you mentioned, and we're going to look forward to that. But that has been it for the broadcast for this week. We'll look to see you next Tuesday, 8 p.m., as always, on the Greg Jennings Racing Academy YouTube channel. And make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment, do all of that. Share it with anyone you feel would enjoy it. It's been some really fun action so far this season. Looking forward to more. And also make sure you check out Chenzo's Twitch channel as well. Should be Chenzo Benny Benazzi. Just search that up. You should find him. But either way, that has been it for us for the Star Cup. Thank you to everyone tuning in. And it'll be hard to top that race next week, but I imagine we will. This has been an amazing series, and we look forward to more. Thank you, and have a good rest of your evening, everyone.